Welcome to the introductory webinar in a series of webinars which will focus on the MASSIs, or Math Activities with Scripted Systematic Instruction. My name is Alicia Saunders and I will be presenting these webinars. The content of these webinars have been developed by Dr. Diane Browder and myself. We hope you find these informative and helpful in teaching mathematics aligned to the Common Core State Standards to your students with significant cognitive disabilities.
Hello, I'm Diane Browder at the University of North Carolina at Charlotte. Welcome to our webinars on the MASSIs, Math Activities with Scripted Systematic Instruction. 20 years ago, we might not have tried to teach mathematics to students with more severe disabilities. But we've learned a lot in the last couple of decades. We've learned that students can do a lot more than we once expected. Now the Common Core State Standards are asking us to raise those expectations even more. For some of us, this is going to mean brushing up on our own math skills. We have resources within NCSIC to help us do that, like the content modules. We have instructional resources like the curriculum resource guides, the unit plans, and the instructional families that will help us write our own lesson plans. The MASSIs will provide for you step-by-step written guidance on how to teach some prioritized Common Core State Standards. You'll get to see in these webinars some real students learning these skills. You'll get ideas for how to anchor these skills in real-life activities. You'll have a skills assessment that you can use to check for student understanding. The skills assessment are not exactly the same as alternate assessments, but they help students learn the kinds of responses that will be expected on the alternate assessments. We hope that you'll find these MASSIs useful for you in teaching your students math skills. We also are going to have webinars on how to make your own MASSI and how to adapt instruction for students with more severe disabilities. Let us know how the MASSIs work for you.
The National Center and State Collaborative Project has developed a wide range of curricular and instructional resources to help teachers plan instruction aligned to the Common Core State Standards using the Core Content Connectors, or CCCs. The schema lays out the resources available and how they interrelate. If you have not done so already, please take a moment to read through the explanation of the schema document for more in-depth information on all of the curricular and instructional resources included in the schema. I will be referring to several of these resources throughout this webinar series. The MASSIs are the focus of this series of webinars and are highlighted in the schema above. The MASSIs are designed for students who need more intensive instruction in a small group setting of 1 to 4 students. They have been designed as a model to get teachers started on teaching mathematics aligned to the Common Core State Standards using evidence and research-based instructional practices for students with significant cognitive disabilities. After implementing the model MASSIs in the classroom, teachers are encouraged to use the Graduated Understandings and Element Cards, the Curriculum Resource Guides, and the Instructional Resource Guide to develop their own MASSIs. The Universally Designed Unit Plans are another instructional resource for teachers and have been developed to encourage the inclusion of students with significant cognitive disabilities in general education settings. Now, let's get started with the MASSIs. What exactly is a MASSI? MASSI stands for Math Activity with Scripted Systematic Instruction. Research on teaching academic content to students with significant cognitive disabilities show that this population needs specially designed instruction. Systematic instruction has been found to be an evidence-based practice for teaching this population. Applying systematic instruction to grade-level content, like that targeted by the Common Core State Standards, can be especially challenging. Teachers may find it useful to have models demonstrating how to plan this instruction and monitor ongoing student progress. Each MASSI offers a model to teach the Common Core State Standards for mathematics to students with significant cognitive disabilities using systematic instruction. MASSIs are scripted to ensure consistency, accuracy of mathematical language, and ease of teacher implementation. Each MASSI includes 2 options for progress monitoring: a data sheet which corresponds to the steps in the MASSI, and a skills test to help prepare students for the alternate assessment. There are 5 webinars in the MASSI series. They include equations, measurement and geometry, data analysis, make your own MASSI, and adapting MASSIs for students with the most severe disabilities. You may find it helpful to view the first 3 webinars prior to the Make Your Own MASSI webinar so that you have a clear understanding of the components to include in a MASSI to ensure high-quality instruction. You can view the Adapting MASSIs for students with the most severe disabilities at any time, as this may help with planning instruction. We hope the MASSIs will help your students be successful at learning mathematics aligned to the Common Core state standards. Thank you so much for taking time to view this introductory webinar on the MASSIs.